What's up, everybody? This is Eric from the Washington Football Team Declassified podcast. Want to talk about Robert Griffin III and his recent comments on ESPN about Washington being a stealthy Super Bowl contender, something like that, maybe sleeper Super Bowl contender. Anyway, it sounded like complete nonsense, or did it? I'm here to tell you why he might not be so crazy, and I've got 5 reasons just so. Reason number 1, the NFC quarterbacks have taken a hit, and they are getting old. Tom Brady is 117 years old. Aaron Rodgers not so far behind. Those are the 2 best quarterbacks in the NFC. Russell Wilson was number 3. He's now gone in the AFC. Matthew Stafford is still around, but the Rams have kicked the can down the road quite a bit. Is it going to catch up with their team this year? Because they have a lot of star power, but I'm not so sure about that depth. If things don't go well for them, well, it could be a long season. Somebody's got to fill that void. Why not the Washington Commanders? Reason number 2, playoff experience. We had our guys 2 seasons ago in the playoffs and gave the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Tom Brady, the eventual Super Bowl champions, everything they could handle. Those guys have been there. They are hungry. Guys like Jonathan Allen, Chase Young, Montez Sweat, Deron Payne, Taylor Heineke had a fantastic game. Terry McLaurin. These guys have been there. They know what it feels like to lose, and I think they got a taste of the work that they need to put in to win in the playoffs and have significant success. If they make it that far this year, I think they are battle-tested and ready to go. Reason number 3, that defense I spoke of a few moments ago. Didn't play great last year. I'm willing to acknowledge it, but we were missing Chase Young and Montez Sweat, our bookend defensive ends, for a good chunk of the year. Young was gone in week 8, I believe, with a torn ACL. Montez Sweat broke his jaw, then had a tragic loss at the end of the season where we lost him for a few games as well. Everybody should be back next year. Our first-round pick, Jamin Davis, he's got a year of experience, and they've taken some of the burden off of him. I think he's going to have a breakout year, as I've said on our podcast more than once. Cole Holcomb is there. We still have a little bit of a vacuum at middle linebacker. I'm not sure what we're going to do with that, but Jack Del Rio, the architect, he's had a full offseason to figure it out. If they haven't addressed it yet, they must have something planned. That secondary, back healthy again. William Jackson struggled a little bit last year. He has been very good in the past. He can recapture that form. Kendall Fuller actually did play very well last year. Our safeties, Bobby McCain is an extra year in the system. And, of course, our guy, can't think of his name right now, Cam Curl, that's his name. He's steady as they come. And with some recent draft additions, I think that defense could be ready to take a step forward next year. That brings us to reason number 4, the offense. Now, Ron Rivera believes in Scott Turner for a reason. We haven't seen why yet. They're a 17-point-per-game offense thus far, but if they're going to take a step forward, this is the year they are going to do it, because we've got additions of Jahan Dotson, in addition to a healthy Curtis Samuel that we did not have. They're going to give Terry McLaurin a lot of help at wide receiver. We have upgraded the quarterback position. Is Carson Wentz the greatest quarterback of all time? No. Is he a huge upgrade over Taylor Heineke? Abso-freaking-lutely. He is a much better quarterback. We have a now 3-headed monster at running back with Antonio Gibson, J.D. McKissick, and our new guy, Brian Robinson Jr. That is a formidable backfield if I have seen one in the NFL. A lot of progress can be made. So if Scott Turner is everything that Ron Rivera thinks he is, why the heck not? Could they not make a leap to become a very productive offense this season? And reason number 5, we talked about it just briefly there, Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz has played at a very high level. He has basically been in the same offensive system his entire NFL career, and one that may not necessarily suit his strength. Scott Turner's offense will give him the opportunity to do what he does best, which is throw the ball deep, make off-scheduled plays, and run off of play action and do a little bit of that RPO action. I think Scott Turner's offense is a really good fit for Carson Wentz. So those are 5 reasons why Washington may not win the Super Bowl this year like RG3 suggested they could, but they could very well be in that conversation. They've got all the pieces in place to make a deep playoff run. And if you can make a deep playoff run, anything can happen when you get there, so why the heck not? Those are 5 reasons Washington could be a sleeper Super Bowl contender as RG3 suggested. My name is Eric. Once again, I'm with the Washington Football Team Declassified Podcast. Like us and subscribe on YouTube and or your favorite podcasting platform. And don't forget to leave a review on those platforms. They help us out a lot. They help move us up in the rankings, get us noticed by other people. And thank you so much for your time today. Peace out, homies.